And again, remember that if a person doesn't have any physical pain, it's okay. You could simply ask something like this. Do you have a trapped emotion that we can release now? If you don't have a symptom, that's okay. Let's ask that question right now. Do you have a trapped emotion that we can release now? And her body actually says, yes, let's release another one, okay? So here's how it works. Let's ask, is this trapped emotion in column A in the chart? This one is, so we've eliminated column B. To check our work, we could ask, is this trapped emotion in column B? And her body says no, okay? So it's in column A. We have 30 emotions left out of 60. Is it in one of the odd rows in column A? Is it in row 1 in column A? No. Is it in row 3 in column A? That's very strong. So now we've narrowed it down to 5 emotions just that fast. Crying, discouragement, rejection, sadness, or sorrow. These are also fun. So let's see here. Is the emotion crying? Is that what it is? No. Is the emotion discouragement? Is that what this is? No. Is it rejection? Is that what it is? Nope. Is it sadness? Yep, bingo, sadness. So out of those 5 emotions, we've narrowed it down. See, we know that the emotion is sadness. And let's ask, do we need to know more about this? And in this case, your subconscious mind says, yes, there's something else that you need to bring to conscious awareness before I will allow this to be released. That's what her subconscious is saying. So let's see. You're how old right now?
36.
She's 36, so we'll divide her life in half, roughly, and we'll ask, did this occur earlier than age 15? Okay? And her body actually says yes. Now, the emotion was sadness, right? Sadness. It occurred earlier than 15. Did it occur earlier than age 10? Yes, it did. Did it occur earlier than age 5? Yes, it did. So we're going way back, right? Did this occur earlier than birth? No. So we know it's between birth and 5. Now, here's the thing. When we go back like this, there's not much that you probably remember from your life then. I mean, that's just how it is. But the subconscious mind remembers everything, every split second of your life. It's incredible, but it really does. So let's ask, did this occur in the first year of your life? No. Did it occur in the second year of your life? No. Did it occur in the third year of your life? No. Did it occur in the fourth year of your life? Fourth year. Okay, so something happened to you during that time, age 3, 4, sometime right around in there. Now, and these are generally accurate within about a year, give or take, when we go back this far. So let's ask, do we need to know more about this emotion? Now that we've figured out the age, do we need to know more about this? And the answer is yes, we do need to know. There's something else we need to know. Now, usually at this point, when we figured out when it occurred, usually the next thing, if we have to dig deeper, it will usually mean that this emotion was not your emotion, but that you absorbed it from somebody else. This is not unusual. What can happen sometimes is that if someone that you're close to, for example, is feeling an intense emotion, you may absorb that emotion from them, and it may become trapped in your body. And when you're finding that out, maybe many years later, the subconscious will usually want you to know, this wasn't my emotion, this was actually mom's or somebody else's. So let's ask, was this your emotion? And see that? The answer is no. So it didn't originate with her, and we could ask then, who did this come from? Was this from a female? Was this your mother's emotion? And actually it was, okay? So your mom was going through something and feeling sadness, and you were little, and you were feeling it too, and it got stuck in your body. Now, let's ask, at this point, let's ask again, do we need to know anything else about this? Now our subconscious mind says, no, now we've identified everything we need to, right? So now we can release it. So that's how this is done. So let's go ahead and release it, face that way. So you see, here's some emotional baggage that may or may not be causing any symptoms for her, and yet her subconscious mind wanted this to be released. Think of this, 32 years or so she's had this emotional energy of sadness. It's been affecting her in subtle ways that she may not even recognize. But let's release this now. We'll just do 3 swipes of the magnet down the back. Go ahead and turn and face this way. Now, when you release a trapped emotion like this, you always want to come back and ask, did we release that trapped emotion? And the answer is, yes, we did. We released it. So there you go. Awesome. Fantastic. Now, the beautiful thing about this is when we release a trapped emotion like this, it's gone. It's kind of like if you were to take a credit card, for example, out of your wallet, and if you were to rub a magnet on that magnetic strip that contains that data, the card wouldn't be any good anymore, right? You'd have to get a new card. And it's the same thing here. What we're doing is we're erasing that emotional energy that's trapped in the body by using the magnets or fingertips, okay? One thing that you always want to let people know, and that is that when we release emotional baggage like this, the body will go through a processing period that goes for a day or two. And most of the time, people don't notice any symptoms from that processing. But you might, okay? You might notice that you may cry, all right, more than you normally do. You might feel kind of emotionally up and down. You might have vivid dreams. You might need to sleep more. Or you might feel like you can't sleep. We never know what the symptoms might be. But what's happening is the body is processing the release of that emotion. And so you might feel some echoes of that emotional energy as the body is really processing. Okay. So one of the things that I want to explain is that the intention that you have when you're releasing that trapped emotion is to release that emotional energy. And one of the beautiful things that we have found is that when we release these trapped emotions in this way, they don't ever come back. They're gone. Kind of like the credit card example, when you rub a magnet on that credit card magnetic strip, that data is gone. It's not coming back. Same thing here. It's important to believe that what you're doing is going to work and help that person. And what the magnets do is they essentially magnify that intention that you have to release that trapped emotion. It's important to have love for the person that you're working with. You want to have a heart full of love for them, and you also want to have a heart full of gratitude if you can. Gratitude that this is going to work, gratitude that this is going to help them. Love and gratitude are, I believe, the two most powerful forces in the universe. And when you allow your heart to fill with love and gratitude as you're working on someone, that is really the secret, I believe, to being a great healer and to enabling this work to work through you so that you really will be able to help people in really significant ways.